So as soon as I confirm that I'm saving, we'll start the timer. So let's get ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Let's go. Thank you. So, as you heard, I'm gonna be playing Lego Batman 3, any percent standard or original. What this means is I will be playing with all the cutscenes. We have a category without the cutscenes. It's really short, but for a marathon setting, it's like really worth it. Showcasing the cutscene. I mean, first of all, it's Lego cutscenes. They're always great. Second of all, like really a lot's going to happen.
Bom, estamos de volta agora com Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Temos aí já alguns personagens, né, do universo aí DC na forma de Lego, como, né, dá pra ver aí na tela.
Yeah, I think this has been the shortest Lego game when you skip cutscenes. It's been the shortest Lego game since we found out about the code.
Esses aí, no caso, são vilões.
This game is just crazily broken. You can beat it quicker than Super Mario Bros. 1. Yeah. I think world record's 4 minutes 33 at the moment.
Yeah, for 3, but a hamster. My PB without the cutscene is 4:38. So quite quick if you do everything optimally and skip all the cutscenes. You can see it's like a longer estimate here. Once it's because of the cutscene, of course. The other thing is like a lot can go wrong and you can lose.
Bom, a run já começou, então desejo boa sorte aí ao ESA Speedrunning.
First cutscene 2 minutes 15 seconds long. After this short cutscene, I will be starting playing the first level, Pursuers in the Sewers.
É só você ver na agenda, a Yoro. Basta digitar a exclamação agenda para você ter acesso à agenda da ESA. E já temos aí o nosso morcego na tela, junto do seu, né, fiel companheiro Robin.
He'll just fly off into a certain direction. That's when he's on slope, and then he punches and just flies off. So don't.
E já começamos aí no esgoto, já com o runner controlando aí o Robin. Né, agora sim a run começa de fato depois de toda aquela cutscene. Nossa! Eu não sei o que ele fez ali, mas ele simplesmente se teletransportou. De novo. Bom, os jogos de Lego eles são bem divertidos, por incrível que pareça. Não, assim, parece que são infantis, mas muito adulto gosta de jogar. Eles são bem legais. Tem vários colecionáveis, várias coisas para se fazer. Então, é um jogo que você vai perder tempo explorando e muito, né, se você for jogar. E é bem recompensador, assim, jogar esses joguinhos.
So there's a short camera pan, and then I'm already done with the first room, with the first level. So, like I said, this run goes by really, really quickly.
Yeah, I think that does the level a disservice a bit. That's a very difficult level to actually get done. That was very clean to.
Yeah, it's way more difficult than Loss made it seem.
Yeah. E temos um rato e o Robin simplesmente.
I mean, I know in the practice room earlier we had to go at it, and we were taking about 5 minutes to get through that room alone. Without,
o Robin tem medo dos ratos. E o Batman, tô nem aí, ó. Tô nem aí. Qual é o problema dos ratos?
You'll see Loss play with 2 characters at the same time. This is called 1P2C, 1 player, 2 controllers. But he'll be using 1 controller, 1 keyboard. This is allowed in all Lego games. It's quite...
Bom, jogos de Lego sempre tem bastante humor em várias coisas assim mesmo. Então, normal. Voltamos aí mais uma vez com o Robin. Bom, e agora foi ativado aí o 2 players. Um tá controlando o Batman e o outro o Robin, né? Cada um desempenhando uma função.
1P2C is like 100% needed for this game to be that broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna see that later.
Here you see the suits he skipped in the first room. They gave him to him in this room, and
Yeah, it's like
we'll use them to beat Killer Cock.
yeah, the game thinks like, yeah, you definitely have to have collected all those suits, right, to actually get to this point. So they just are unlocked by default at this point.
Não sei como, mas ele tá jogando, né? Ele voltou pra a tela de um player. Ok. Voltou pra 2 players.
Yeah.
That's already the first level down.
Ih, cutscene.
And that boss fight's also the only time we actually use the suits for what they're intended to be used in this run. Spoiler alert, we're gonna break the game a lot more with suits, especially towards the end. But yeah, first level done. So after this cutscene plays, we then get a status screen, and then Loz is going to close.
É, Robin, quase você tomou um
The reason
tapão.
we do that is because that then skips the cutscene which plays after the status screen. So obviously saves time as long as Steam isn't weird or anything with resets, which can happen.
E temos mais vilões aí, né, da DC.
Even if I get a really slow restart, it's still gonna be faster than actually watching the cutscene. I think the cutscene's like over 2 minutes long that we skip, so it's definitely worth it. Like even on bad.
Nem
PC.
preciso dizer quem é esse vilão,
I'm
né?
running this with VSync off, so I have my FPS uncapped. Like the sips you saw me doing, like the boosts, those are FPS related. The higher the FPS, the faster you go. And you're also gonna see a strat or a glitch I'm gonna use in the final level, which also is FPS related, but you can like finish or play this game with like 75 FPS and do every single skip, so it's like not that demanding. So as soon as I see the game being saved, I'm gonna exit out.
Eita, Prelo, o que aconteceu ali?
The
O jogo crashou?
next section, we already alluded to it, that
What?
we're gonna be breaking the game completely open.
O jogo crashou?
We're gonna skip like everything except the last level now.
Talking about Steam being weird.
Uh-oh. Did I curse it?
Probably, yeah.
Ai, meu Deus. Por essa ninguém esperava, mas parece que o jogo crashou. Tá tentando abrir ali na Steam.
Slow restart, but
Stop. Firm. Okay, now it's working.
Ele tá parando o jogo,
It's
peraí.
still gonna be faster than watching the cutscene, trust me.
Problemas técnicos, gente, acontece. Ele vai tentar lançar o jogo de novo, pra abrir.
So once we get back into the game and kind of get back to where we would be spawned after the cutscene that we would have watched, we're then gonna do.
That's
Cadê o jogo? Ah, abriu, abriu.
now the game is windowed.
Nossa! Caramba, que problemão.
Yeah, we're then going to do some tech known as actor unloading, which was found relatively recently. It's probably the newest tech to be found.
I would
this
say
game.
so, yeah.
But basically what's going to happen is you're going to move player 2 to a certain position away from player 1 and put player 1 near a door that you can't normally go through. You're then going to open the map function with player 2.
Bom, estamos de volta agora ao jogo.
Quickly, but that unloads the door for player 1 so player 1 can walk through the door.
Estamos na Batcaverna agora.
And goes through the door, and you can see player 1 is in a completely different room on the left.
Batman should not
Dessa vez controlando aí o Batman.
normally have to play at least one more level. I think even more.
You have to play a lot more levels to actually go back to the Batcave. How this actually works is, like after each level, there's like a short hub section with a puzzle to do, and they just reuse like the actual hub word, but to prevent you doing what I just did, they just make sure, we just close the door.
Ai, tá controlando agora o Alfred.
Like you don't open the door if you're close to them, but by actually unloading the door, we can actually go behind it and activate the transition there, so we can actually like load. Oh, nice boost!
That was nice.
Load the likes part. So all this was because of the big skip, which is going straight behind this bookcase. And you might be wondering why I'm doing this. This is because back there.
Nossa, meu Deus do céu, não acredito que fizeram isso.
So the bonus level normally unlocks
Nossa, aquele Batman bem antigo.
game
Não
or
sei pra quem
years.
conhece, né?
We can
Temos
glitch
referências
ourselves
àquele
into that,
Batman mais
and
antigo.
the game's going to get so confused that we are already in the bonus level, and basically the same principle as with the suit's going to happen. The game assumes if you're in the bonus level, we have to have beaten the entire game already. So the entire game just unlocks everything for us. Every single level is now unlocked, and it can go straight to the final level from now on.
As this is any percent.
Esse Batman antigo tem muitos bons memes.
In story. So after we start this bonus level, immediately quit out and enter the last level. Now we skipped the whole game.
Yeah, this skips multiple hours actually if you don't do this skip, and I just went straight to the last level now. So it's just last level. So great game. You play the first level, play the last level, you don't play anything in between.
E agora temos aí a Caverna da Solidão ali do Superman.
Yeah, no matter how many
Fortaleza da Solidão, né? Caverna. Bom, é uma caverna também, né?
But we got a cutscene here and then a supposed boss fight. But as you could probably figure out with the way this game goes, that's not going to happen. Instead, we're going to hit what's known as a out of bounds door or a dev door, basically a door left in by the developer. Basically as a fail.
E como vocês podem ver, alguns inimigos estão vestidos ali de heróis.
The characters are able to progress once the section is complete. These are usually stored out of bounds, however we can use glitches to be able to access them early. They're very small kind of windows, so we had to use Cheat Engine to find them out.
Yeah, we were looking at Lava Fang 407 myself. We were looking at the code for this game, and we figured out that there were certain doors that actually finished the level for you. We knew about some of them just from like being out of bounds and hitting them in other games, and we were like, yeah, that's like only in this game, and then we actually figured out they're in every single Lego game basically. So to actually get to the first out of bounds door, I'm gonna do a suit warp. So Pax already mentioned that we're gonna use the suits to break open this game even more. So you saw the intended way how to use a suit, like you use it how it's supposed to be used.
Os lanternas estão tendo uma briguinha agora.
Suits, in this case it's the magnet suit. We're gonna rise up into the air, and the great thing is it ignores all the collision that's above us. So you can't just clip out of bounds of that. So
for this out of bounds trigger, Loss will need to jump out of bounds in a certain direction away from the camera, and then come back in towards the camera, because the out of bounds door can only be hit from one direction.
Yeah.
Bom, mais uma vez aí a tela de 2 players.
Launching upwards.
So, yeah.
Burner vai se preparando.
So, like, this one can be kind of weird. You can hit your head here over and over, so it's just like inch myself forward a little bit. Hope it works.
Será que ele tá tentando fazer um out of bounds?
So yeah, the switch character button and the suit menu button is the same button. So great game design, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes the game just likes to process it as a character swap rather than as a suit switch, which is a little bit annoying because the characters always go inbound.
Conseguiu?
Very nice though.
He hit the trigger and skipped the entire boss fight there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good setup. I think it was found quite recently.
Yeah.
By switching a character, or switching the suit of the character in the middle of the jump, they like immediately get restored.
Tá parecendo um esqueleto ali do Superman.
It's a lot wider window for you to be able to hit the trigger, which is very nice.
It basically stalls your fall a little bit, and if you wonder how big those triggers are, like if you looked at the player, just make a square out of him, and that's about the size of the door. So it's like really small. Yeah, I guess like this, if you have any donations, it would be a good part or a good section to read them off.
I'd absolutely love to do that. I actually do have a fairly kind donation from our good friend Zonorous, $5 saying, post this nose to support Loss. We also had a anonymous $50 donation, no comment, but thank you so much for your generosity. And,
Bom, temos aí mais uma cutscene.
From Head Dragon.
Wow.
Wow.
who simply says heart, but thank you so much for
Não tem muito o que fazer, o runner tem que esperar, né?
all that led to a bunch of amazing incentives. One of which, if you might be curious, we have a bid war for the Bachelorette in Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town, and yeah, that one went to Karen. But if you would like to put your donation into another potential Bachelorette for Cafe
Bom, temos Brainiac aí agora.
donate,
Lá vem ele.
be sure to attribute some of your money into the particular incentive, and you should be good to go. But yeah, back to you, Loss.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for your generous donations. It's really for a great cause. I'm happy to run for such an amazing cause.
O que tá acontecendo com o Superman?
It's gonna be the final room of the final level. So I'm gonna do.
Meu, ele cresceu!
I'm gonna use Batman
Ele tá
to go
crescendo.
out of bounds and glide under the map, because this out of bounds store is not stored above the map and behind it. It's stored like in the middle of the map, just underneath the floor. I'm gonna use like again a suit warp to get out of bounds, and then I'm gliding like in a specific direction to hopefully hit it quickly.
If he does it first try, it's only gonna take very short time, so
Yeah.
blink and you miss it.
E bom, o Brainiac tá controlando ali o Superman de certo modo agora.
So with Batman instead of Robin, we're actually going to switch to the scuba suit here, rather than the magnet suit, because Batman doesn't have the magnet suit. So the scuba suit allows us to get the launch out of bounds.
Fez ali um out of bounds, runner.
And then Oz is kind of going for a bit of visual cue / feel, and just misses.
Yeah.
So he respawns again and can do it again.
Yeah, so basically this skips a boss fight against
Ele vai ter que fazer de novo.
many faces and many different attacks. Like for this attack specifically, I have to look out, because if I'm under the map, if I'm trying to hit the trigger and Superman does this attack, I actually soft block this level.
You fall below the death plane. Really bad, but that's the end.
That's time.
Pronto, ele conseguiu.
Blink it and you miss
Enfrentou o Superman sem bater no Superman.
quite a field trick
Praticamente.
here. You have just glide there, hope you get it. Once you're like committed to going there, you have to go for it, and hopefully you get it. But yeah, thank you ESA for having me, showcasing this amazing game. Like, it's like such an honor. Like, I really love this game. I think it's an amazing game. Super cool run. Super easy to pick up and just like do one attempt after each.
E GG, ele já terminou a run.
Thank you, Captain Paxo, Martin Chaos, for having me commentate.
Ele já terminou a run, porque o tempo tá parado ali. Deu time já. Só tá deixando a cutscene mesmo.
Doing this hobby. I'm really, really happy to be here and showcase what I'm doing sometimes in my free time and showcase it for such an amazing cause. But with that, I think I'll give it to you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Loss, for that amazing Lego Batman run. Yeah, that was definitely a blink and you'll miss it. But you know, I almost kind of forgot about this game and that gigantic Superman fight. What the jeez. But yeah, everyone stay tuned. Coming up next, we will have Leo Kieran with Portal Glitchless. If y'all like some cake that's not a lie, or perhaps some good old warping shenanigans, stay tuned. We'll be right back with you.